All right, today we are talking about, are we event focused or process focused? Interesting concept. And we're nearing, this year is starting to wrap up. I can see the end. I'm looking at right now whether I've accomplished my goals for 2020. I'm thinking about what my goals should be for 2021. And so this event versus process discussion has to happen when we're talking about goals, when we're looking at goals and really what we want to accomplish and what we need to focus on. So, what is the difference between an event focus and a process focus? An event is something that happens once, right? And a process is something that you continually do day in and day out. A lot of times in business, you'll hear, oh, he just exploded. He was an overnight success. I remember Dave Ramsey talking about that one time on his show. And he was saying people called him an overnight success. In his mind, he had been working at it for 15 years. They didn't see the day in and day out grind for 15 years. All the times he spoke, all the people he talked to, all they saw was when he finally got momentum and his business took off. That was an event. When he got momentum and his business took off, that was a one instant event. The process, the daily grind for 15 years was what allowed that event to happen. So a lot of times when we're looking at goals, we focus on events. I do this all the time. I'll put in my goals. I want to add 10 houses, or I want to add 10 units. That's an event. If I just want units, that doesn't bring me units, right? If I just want to buy houses, that does not equate to buying houses. What equates to buying houses? Looking at deals, talking to sellers or realtors, making offers, figuring out financing. Those are all the things that actually lead to buying units. So it's the process that leads to the units. The process is what creates the event or allows that event to happen. Okay, so what would be some other examples? Super common, and I struggle with this all the time, is weight loss goals, health goals. Say, I want to lose 10 pounds. I want to, I want to run a 10K or half marathon. Well, that's fine and dandy, but it doesn't happen overnight, right? Those are an event. If you're not being intentional about what food you're eating, if you're not going to the gym regularly or exercising regularly, those events won't happen. If you're not running daily or even a few times a week, then that 10K or half marathon, you may get it, but it's not going to be very enjoyable. I'm speaking from experience on that one. So what would be some other examples? There are a bunch of other examples, right? Our goals usually are events. We want this thing to happen or this thing to be accomplished. And that's good, but we need to break down that goal into the process that will bring it about. So if our goal for this last month of 2020 is to buy one more deal, let's say, that's a simple goal. What do we need to do day in, day out, every week to bring about that goal? Maybe we need to look at so many listings on the MLS per day. Maybe we need to call so many realtors per week about deals they know about. Maybe we need to put out so many bandit signs every weekend. What are the actual activities that will bring us that one deal? How many offers do we need to make to get one deal? How many deals do we have to look at to get enough properties that have a decent chance so that we make offers on them? If we need to make 10 offers to get one deal, maybe we need to look at 30 properties to make 10 offers, right? If we focus on the process, the event will come. If we do our daily activities, the results will come. There was a good quote from Darren Hardy. I have it on my cork board. You will never change your life until you change something you do daily. The secret to your success is found in your daily routine. It is our daily routine and process that brings about our success. All right. Another way to look at it is if anybody has ever done gardening, grown vegetables, anything like that, if you want a tomato, tomato is a common one. I like tomatoes, homegrown tomatoes. If you want a tomato, just thinking about a tomato doesn't bring about a tomato. You can't set a goal of, I want to grow a tomato and then just wait for that tomato. The process is digging up the dirt, planting the plant, weeding the soil, watering the plant, feeding the plant. And if you do that day in and day out for a couple of months, you will get that tomato. All right. So as you're reflecting on this year, looking back, trying to accomplish those goals that you set as we get into this last month, and as you start to consider what goals you're going to have for the next year, know that your goals are usually an event, but it takes a process, a day in and day out process to accomplish them. So whether that's for this month or next year, focus on the process, do what needs to be done each day, and your event will happen. Your goal will be accomplished. All right. I know you can do it. I'd love to hear your results. When you hit those accomplishments, let me know. I'll celebrate with you. Chad at TrueWealthInvestors.com. All right. Thanks for tuning in.